Hi everyone, Saturday morning, so we thought we'd do a walk around the unit. It's been about 5-6 weeks I think since we got the keys, and I did the first video with all the bare walls and the idea of what we was going to do, because everyone was asking on social media sort of from bits I was putting out. So I thought I'd do another walk around now so you can see the progress of where we're at really. There's a lot gone on since then, which you'll see. There's still a hell of a lot to do. Obviously there's a lot of clutter in there as well, so you'll have to excuse the mess. And then hopefully look at some sort of time scale on when we're going to be the next I suppose the next walk round I'll do is when we're hopefully ready to open in some sort of format, COVID related I guess, but either way we'll open around whatever rules and regs are in place at the time, and take it from there really. We are on the hunt still for a bigger unit. I've got a couple I'm chasing up at the moment. They may be too big, but we'll see how it goes on where the agents and the landlords come back on what the plans we've got with it first, I suppose. But on the outside we've got the two LT trucks. I've got the LT35 which is now sold, and the LT50, the recovery one, which I want to build. I've got a spare engine in the back of my van to go into this, because this one hasn't got a turbo or anything, so it needs a lot more power. It barely pulls itself, let alone having a vehicle on the back. But yeah, that's got to have a makeover quite soon. We've got plans to get on with that at some point. But walking inside, so I know I did again, stories went out of the number plates when I built. I think this is one of the first jobs I did really. I collected a load of number plates at different places from different people at shows and stuff when they came up. And then over in America I saw a few different bulk buys, so I bought them and got them shipped over at the same time, because I was always planning to do something like this I suppose. I had a load up in the house at one point, but yeah, so these kind of went onto the wall. I didn't think it looked too bad actually. So but yeah, coming inside, so I think when we did the video last time, it was all bare walls, the white walls as you can see at the top. So the plan was to build a load of frames, I think, that were on the wall actually. They leaned up at the wall that the guys had just been in. Nigel and John came in, built the frames, and then the plan was to put the OSB and the corrugated roofing stuff into them. Then, so if I do find, well, when we find the new unit, that everything can just come down and go back straight over, especially on the walls we was going to graffiti, because obviously we're doing all the artwork. At least it can transfer over. It's not wasted time or money. But yeah, so I kind of put the boards up all the way around. Obviously there's different things going on. This wall I'm going to change again, I think. I'm going to put the corrugated back on it and move the wood off it, because I'm going to put some racking up there as such. But like I said, there's a bit of clutter everywhere down the side bits. I've got the trekker in the doorway still. We've just been changing some tyres over. I've got quite a few changes that need doing on it at some point. So it's kind of little bits as I'm going and swapping between jobs, but we've got I've got a few good changes coming for that. It's never quite finished, so there's going to be a few changes coming up in the next few weeks, hopefully ready for when we're open I suppose. But yeah, there's the new roof, things like the new roof's got to come, the engine's got to come out and gearbox has got to be done, but like I said, it's kind of getting there slowly. But the roof itself has been in the making for about 2 years, via different people. I think we started out with Martin when we got things on with that and got to this stage, and then it's just progressed, and now hopefully by the end of today I should have the finished article, which is going to look quite stunning actually. So once we've got the glass in that, it'll be I'll be quite pleased I suppose, because it's took long enough to get to that point. So we'll see where it comes out, and I'll do some updates on that and the progress with those going forward as well anyway. But so then obviously, I don't know if people remembered from the first video, so we was going to set up a corner for the YouTube and the photo shoot area. This is what we was kind of looking at. Again, you can't see too much because there's a lot of stuff about, but I've painted all the boards in here. The artwork hopefully we'll be looking at soon. I sent a load of ideas off to Simon, the guy who does Dorset Volksfest, who does all our graffiti there. He came in, and it was just after ideas really, which took me weeks to work out what I kind of want to put there. But I think we're getting there. So once the artwork comes back, hopefully we'll get some colour up on the walls. Probably do a time lapse of that actually, because I think it'd be quite cool to see as he's working. But hopefully again, that I'm hoping to aim for the next couple of weeks it'd be nice to get sort of things ready and rolling for when the lockdown, well, they say the lockdown's going to lift in a couple of weeks, but as long as it don't get extended, it'd be nice to kind of be ready for about there. But yeah, so in this corner at the moment, obviously you can see the Vanagon we had come over from America, the T3, T25, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. But this it's the West interior one, so it's quite a nice little van. It's been sat for a while. Needs a few bits doing to it, but I want to try and get some photographs of it probably today and get out for sale. I need some space with some more stuff that we've got coming over. So if anyone's after a T3 Westie, then just give us a shout. But yeah, the custom bike sat in front of it. I don't know if anyone remembers these that know us and endorse it Bikes West, but we built this bike, I think it was the first one in 2017 with Carl from Forge Custom Cycles. We did a thing with him where we built this bike, we raffled it off for charity. The guy that won it was from Wales. He came over. As he collected it, he'd already done a deal to sell it on his way home. So it sort of changed hands a couple of times now, and luckily the last person to own it was Darren, one of my mates. When I heard about it, it was a no-brainer really. I had to get it back. It's quite nice how it's gone full circle. And I always love these bikes anyway. We did build a second one. I want to say this was the first one. I think the second one was 2018. I might be wrong. I don't know if Carl will remember, but the second one, a guy that won it, I think they were looking at retail at about £1,200 these bikes, and he bought one raffle ticket and won it. I did hear on the grapevine that it went on eBay, but I don't know. So I don't know where that bike is. It'd be quite cool if we could find it again, I suppose. Just round on this side of things, we've got the 58 Beetle that we found over in Texas again. This was done really by, normally when I find something, or John will find something, he'll go out and look at it and he'll collect it, which is great, and it usually goes back to his. But this time it was too far away, so it was all done by photographs really, so it was a little bit more of a chance and risk. But I mean, it wasn't crazy money anyway. It was really good, and he knows I've always been after a patina type sunburnt car and truck, which hopefully will follow soon. But yeah, this came out when we got it back and I sort of assessed it. It's amazing really. The paint's brilliant. It's been sat since 1976 in a field, so obviously where it's been sat in the field, the floors have rotted really. But other than that, I think there's a small hole in the wheel well, the spare wheel well, which is common, but I mean it's only small considering. But the rest of it is absolutely, it's perfect really. So we will do a full build on this, I think. In short, the plan's going to be to get the body off, like I did on the Trekker, have the underside absolutely mint and perfect, and then put the body back on, give it a good clean, probably put a clear coat over it to protect the paint, and that's it really. But yeah, it's got. Oh no, I like that car. I think its paintwork is perfect. So yeah, we'll get a good build on that, I think. Obviously in front of it, we've got Reggie's little custom little tikes, which we built for his first birthday back in September. So first one, those that know, again, I've got about 14 of these cars coming, or sorry, I've already got, and people still keep tagging me in them, but the plan is to build a few more now with different ideas. But this one, I took up to Paul's at South Coast Customs in Classics, and we did a metal flake paint job on it, which in the sun, believe it or not, that's actually red oxide primer on the bottom, the darker colour as such, and then it was just gold metal flakes, but in the sun it's absolutely perfect. It's really good, but not bad for the first effort anyway. But there'll be more of them to come as well. Yeah, so next to the 58 Beetle, we've got the 1974 thing, or the Trekker over here. I've got that one, I've had that a while now. I think it was since the lockdown side of things, the first lockdown. But now it's got an engine in it. Paul came down again. We dropped an engine into this one. The roof is currently with Leon at Concept Pop Tops. He's putting a new back window in it for me, because the roof hadn't seen daylight in all its life in Texas, I don't think, because they clearly didn't need it. So it's just having a few bits done with the window in the back. But if I bring this round this way, but it needs rear floor pans as such, but the actual car itself is great. It's it's got a dent on the front side of things, but it needs pulling out, which doesn't look too bad to do, to be fair. The brake pedal still sees, so there's a few bits to do in it again, but like the Vanagon really, I want to try and get these two out now, and get them up for sale, get them out, because we've got 3 trucks coming, hopefully in the next week. I think one left last night, the C10, there's another C10 to come, and we've got the F250 camper with the camper pod on the back, and again they're big vehicles, so with this space we're limited to at the moment, I kind of need to make sure I've got some space now, so it'd be good to try and shift them on, I think. So if anyone's interested in a Trekker or the Vanagon, Westy Vanagon, give us a shout please, and it'd be good to get them going to new homes really. Around this side of things, and we've still got, I don't know, that was another thing that went out in the stories, the Norton bike. It was a guy, I think the guy delivering next door, he was looking through and he saw the little, Reggie's little car, sort of came in just chatting, and then he said his dad had his custom bike, one-off bike. It was up for sale, it wasn't interested, so obviously I think within an hour later his dad turned up and we was chatting, and I ended up buying it in the end because it was too cool not to, and it wasn't a bad price. But no, it's not for sale. I've had a few people asking me, same with the monkey bike down there, but it's too good. I just want to keep this one. It's quite unusual, it's nice to have around the shop, to be fair, with the other custom bike. But yeah, it's not bad at all actually. It's even got a speedo on it, I think, and there's the different things. I haven't really had a chance again to do too much with it. Rode around the yard a bit, which was quite cool, but yeah, last week, the week before, went into, I think I built this counter then it was. So, I mean, not really, it's a bit of a novice thing for me to do really, because I don't really do woodwork side of things, but yeah, I got the idea. I kind of picked up, there was a restaurant in London that had a lot of these speakers. A few friends tipped me off. I don't know if you can see it very well there. Let's see if I can move the camera around. Yeah, so we got, I picked them all up. I kind of like the idea of the retro speakers and the old Rasta Blasters or Getter Blasters, boom boxes, different variations of names, I guess. But I kind of accidentally then come up with the idea of putting them into the counter, and it turned out quite cool actually, I think. Anyway, I'm quite happy with it. And then the scaffold boards and a bit of Ridley tin. It kind of come up with the idea for the counter on the back wall. I'm still messing with ideas on that, but the coffee machine should be ready. Adi messaged me, I think it was this morning actually, saying it'd be ready today, but so that'll come in soon. And then just finish off doing what with this side of things. Obviously on this part of it, the decks have been set up for kind of, it was the idea I kind of come up with the big unit. The whole plan was to put a barber's tattooist. We'll probably have the decks set up as well, and then just add another element to the actual unit and the old concept of the place really. So obviously we haven't got the space, so that's kind of just ended up there for now. Usually Harrison, one of my lads, and Kev, when he's come down, they're messing about on it. Again, it's something I haven't really had time to get involved with really. But yeah, I think that was the other thing that went up the wall. I jokingly with Laura keep saying I'm now qualified chippy and a qualified bricklayer, but they're only panels. But again, I think we'll probably graffiti the back of that as well actually, it will look quite good. But yeah, so there's quite a bit going on still. There's still loads of clutter. I've got, I think the next job this week is I had a load of angle iron. I think I was at the place where I picked the speakers up from actually, and I had like some angle iron shelves with scaffold boards in. And I looked at it, and with the price that I thought, sod it, I'll build my own. So I kind of went to the idea of cutting all the angle iron up and got all the scaffold boards. And then I picked up a welder last week. So I'm gonna teach myself to weld, which could be interesting. I've had a few tips from a few people I know, and I had a mess about yesterday. It wasn't too bad actually, but I won't show you that because I know too many people that are too good at welding to take the piss really. But yeah, other than that, that's it really. There's still plenty to go on. We've got loads of work going on still. Hopefully get these shelves up next and the graffiti done. And then look to hopefully at some point in the next, I think what was it said, beginning of December, lockdown may change slightly, who knows. If it's not extended, then we'll look at see what rules are in place then for opening to a degree, or whatever element we can open, and then just get all the stuff out, all the stock out, because most of it's in the way at the moment due to waiting on graffiti really. I don't want all the overspray going too far. So we'll put the shelves up, I think, and get all the stock out. We've got a few contacts for merchandise coming in. There's a few companies we're going to sort of partner up with and get some of their stuff over. And there's a few contacts in the States. I was last night even speaking to, trying to get some different things over that's not really people dealing with or agents for in the UK. So I'm trying to find a few different angles on different things and not stuff that everyone's doing already. So try and change it up a little bit. But yeah, hopefully in a couple of weeks, you never know, we might be sort of half ready to open, even if we have to open in a small element, because I think this place is always going to be changing and building as it goes, and we haven't even got the new unit yet, so there's no point in going too crazy in this unit when we're going to have to move anyway at some point. So it's a case of, I think in the next couple of weeks, I am looking at 2 big units at the moment. They may be too big, they may be okay. The agents, the landlords may not want us to go in there anyway. We've had a few issues with the landlords deciding to sell up anyway. One of them's probably a definite. I've just got to weigh up the options on whether it's going to be the right unit for us or not yet. So hopefully in the next few weeks or month or so, you never know, there might be a bigger unit lined up, so we can do the full concept of what the plan is then. So hopefully the next update will be in a couple of weeks. It'd be nice to tell everyone we're opening, but we'll have to see how it goes, I suppose. But thanks, and I'll keep you posted soon. See you later.